going to be getting everything ready. And forgive me, I am fighting a sinus infection, so my voice is a little raspy today. And I have a couple other cameras going, so I have to get those ready too. Just bear with me. Let's see. And if you're not watching this live, you can just fast forward about a minute, and that should help. But I'll be ready in just a second. Cupcake. If you're joining, I will be making a cupcake bouquet for you guys so y'all can see how to do it if you want to make one for Easter or any other event. So I will start here in just a second. Okay. So what you guys see out, that's cellophane, and that's going to be the bottom of the outside of the bouquet. Um, I'll be working with clean hands, no gloves for the beginning of this because it's hard to touch this stuff right here with gloves on my hands because it gets sticky. It sticks to the gloves. So let me get this other camera ready real quick. The other one I'm recording for the actual video I'll post as far as the tutorial. So, all right, now I have 3 cameras going. Okay, so if you see me moving weird, that's why. I'm trying to stay out of the camera because I'm not dressed for the camera right now. Trust me, y'all don't want to see that. So I'm cutting the cellophane. This is gonna be a cupcake bouquet. You can order, or sorry, I forgot. I can't say. I'll put in the comments where I get this stuff, or you can message me. And as I said a moment ago, I was fighting a sinus infection. I'm kind of getting better now, so I'm kind of congested. You'll hear me kind of clearing my throat a little bit. Sorry about that. So what I did, I bought a big roll of this. It makes it a lot easier because if you plan on making a few of these, you're gonna need kind of a good amount of it. So sorry, I have stuff all over this counter that I'm gonna be using. I just thought about something. Oh, I see it. Sorry guys, I bought some stuff yesterday to make these, and I'm like, where did I put it? I found it. Okay. So I bought these cups right here. You can find these anywhere. They don't have to be huge or whatever. There's 28 of them, just plastic cups. The smaller you can get the inside of it, the better. Cupcakes will be dropped into this part of the cup. And you'll see what I mean here in just a minute. There's 28 cups. I don't need that many. I think we're doing a setup that's going to be 3. 4. And then 3. And then 2. I believe that's a setup for this one. My phone actually has that information, but I'm pretty certain this is it. Let's say 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. Okay. That's how we'll do that part in just a moment. So you'll need cups, you'll need cellophane, and there's something else that we're gonna need, and that's tissue paper. So I'm gonna grab some tissue paper. This is gonna be an Easter bouquet, so we need some good colors for Easter. What color tissue paper do you guys think I should use? This is a bouquet, so it's going to be the outside of the bouquet. I can use like a light yellow, I can use pink, I can use yellow. No, I don't have yellow. I do have yellow, but it's not light enough. We don't want to use green. Kind of. I have a pink. I think. What do y'all think? Pink. Let me see what y'all say. Pink. I'm seeing a lot of pink. So I'm live on 2 different platforms right now. Y'all say pink. Cool. Let's use pink. And I can't actually use 2 different colors. I could use pink and blue. I'm leaning towards pink myself. Yeah, I think pink will be very cute. Go with all pink on this one. In 1 second. I'm just getting the tissue paper opened up so I can show you guys how to do this part. So that's what it looks like opened up. And before I cut it, I'm actually just going to lay it out because there's no point in cutting, like removing one, cutting it, removing one, cutting it. It's easier just to lay it out and then cut all of them at the same time. You need 4 pieces. Pretty sure this is 3. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like if their edge is not matching up perfectly, that's okay. You can find this where it's kind of rolled like the cellophane that you guys saw me unrolling, so it doesn't have these creases. This is not a client's cake. I probably will give this to somebody, but it's not an order. And even if it was, by the time I'm done, you don't really notice this stuff too much. So right now I'm just kind of figuring out how big I need to make my, or where I need to cut my paper. What you don't want is it hanging off the edge of this. So a little bit's okay, but you don't want it like way out here, if that makes sense. Because what's going to happen, the cups will be here, and then I'll fold this paper up like this. So you just don't want too much overhang up here. So I think about there, and you want it to be a square. I don't have my measuring stuff, so I'm not gonna be able to measure exactly where I need it to be cut, but again, I'm not gonna be too picky. I'll post the measurements in the comments so you guys can actually see. Right here, I'm just gonna cut it. Cut it all the way across. Any extra tissue paper you have, keep it. Alexa, volume down. Keep all this extra tissue paper. We will be using it. That wasn't a very good cut, guys, so do as I say, not as I do. It's hard doing this on camera sometimes because of angles and stuff, but we're just gonna roll with it today. So you see me kind of doing a cross pattern. One's laid this way, and then the next square, do the opposite. So you have little triangles. Triangle, kind of a triangle, but that's what we're going for, kind of like triangles. The next one, you can lay it where it's here. Let me show you guys, it's kind of hard to explain. But looking at it, you can kind of tell what I'm doing. Right there. The next one can be here. See what I mean? Just so you have little points. I think that's kind of cute. And you can kind of turn it where you see fit. Like that. I like that. Now, we're going to cut this other side. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to cut it here. Because I never did that. My mixing bowl, y'all see over there? It's in the way. I should have pushed it back a little bit more. but my husband is sleeping right now, and when I remove it, there's suction cups and it's really loud, so I want him to get some sleep, and I don't want to bug him with that noise, so I'm gonna leave it. So you're gonna see me pull it, okay, just so I can get a little more on the edge over here. Again, this is cellophane. I'm making a cupcake bouquet. It's gonna be an Easter bouquet. This is tissue paper. This is cellophane. Okay, I will post where you can get this stuff very soon when I make the full video when I post it. And sorry about my voice. I'm kind of getting over a sinus infection. If you guys have followed my page, y'all know I announced some huge news that I auditioned for America's Got Talent. And that was actually a week ago today. So we just got back not too long ago, and I don't know how I ended up with the sinus infection, but I did. I think because I wasn't drinking water while I was there. Because of my outfit, I couldn't take it off very easily. If you girls get what I mean. I couldn't take it off very easily, therefore, yeah. I didn't want to drink a lot of water for obvious reasons. So now, guys, again, I was telling you about the cups. Cupcakes will be going inside here. Now, cupcakes are a little bit smaller than this. So what I'll do, you'll see in a minute, I'll put tissue paper in here. But I have 12 cups. You can get these anywhere. What size cups are these? These are 9-ounce cups. But not just because something's 9 ounces doesn't mean that they're all the same size. Some are bigger here, some are bigger here, but it's 9 ounces, right? So anyway, think about how big your cupcakes are. Look at the cups, just get some. You'll see how I kind of get around not having to have a specific size cup. What you don't want is a cup that's really, really big, right? So I was saying I don't have gloves on. You guys normally see me with gloves on all the time. When I do this part, it's really hard because when I touch the cellophane, it sticks to the gloves. I'll be messing with tape, and I can't have gloves on. I can't stick it to the cellophane. So I'll have gloves on here shortly. The next part I'm going to do is lay these out where I want them to go. So it's 4. There's different patterns. You can make these a lot bigger. You can make them smaller. So you can do a 7 count, a 12 count, a 19 count. You can go all the way up to, I want to say like 25. You can go bigger than that if you really wanted to. I'm going to show you guys the pattern again that I'm going to use on this one. And I'll be taking these up one more time. So this is a 4, 3, I'm sorry, let me do it like this. 3, 4, 3, 2. Alexa, play music. So what I'm going to do now is staple these together. Okay? Make sure all the cameras can see we're good. This will be centered. So right now I'm going to pick these up because they're just kind of in the way a little bit, and you'll see what I mean. All right. So a stapler. That's the next thing that we need, a stapler. Now you may wonder, oh my God, you're putting staples on food, all that. The customer really will not be exposed to the staples. Like the cupcake's not right against where I'm stapling. I'll have tissue paper in there, and you would have to do work to get a staple out to be in your food. But if you feel like that's really unsafe, don't do it. It's all up to you and your clients. You know your clients, and what kind of warning label you put on your products. But I do want to say you can use tape, glue. Stapling is going to be the easiest though, I'll tell you that. Now, paper cups would be a lot easier with stapling. Whenever you staple on plastic, they rip, tear, crack, all sorts of things. But even that's okay. I'm kind of used to doing this and it's fine. This might get loud for you guys, so I do apologize. And my husband, who's sleeping. I'm gonna try to go fast, guys. That way if it wakes him up, he doesn't have to keep waking up. So you'll notice it kind of lifts up. That's okay. When you add the cupcakes in here, there's weight, and they'll kind of go back down a little bit. so they're not eating directly out of these cups I'm touching. Another reason why staples for this is kind of okay. I always start with the center one, the biggest row first, to create kind of like a bubble, like a dome. That way when we do the bouquet, it kind of makes everything sit really pretty. Uh-oh. I thought I was out of staples. I was like, this isn't a good time for that. Now, one thing I will say, I don't want any loose staples, like that staple that just dropped off. I'm discarding of that immediately because that's just a little too much risk, in my opinion. And don't get confused, I'm just flipping it around, doing the same thing. The pattern is 3, 4, 3, 2. And I'm not stapling very good today, I guess, so. Probably stapling a little too light. They're just not sticking. So basically, you want to staple like here, here, and here for this cup. 1, 2, 3. This cup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you staple there. So let me. Almost done with the noise. Okay, so let's do. Try to hurry up. That's a little wonky, but we're gonna roll with it. 3, 4, 3, 2. We'll pull this one out. I don't like it sticking off like that. Sorry, normally I don't have this issue. Of course, if you go live, you're gonna have every issue, right? That's okay though. Okay, guys. So we have it all stapled, and you can kind of see that it sticks together. So it's pretty secure. If you wanted to, you could do tape around there. I don't see the point of doing it. You can already see pressing. You guys can't tell how hard I'm pressing, but they really don't budge. Okay, now I told you before, you're gonna center this. Okay, this is where your bouquet is gonna be, meaning your flowers and whatever, however you're decorating the center. All this will be coming up over the other part. Now, for you guys, you may not be able to see, but if you're looking straight down at it, it kind of looks like that. So you can see inside there, like that. As I did the other side, you can tell. That's what it looked like. So it's really pretty. Okay. This next part, I'm gonna be taping, making little pleats like this. That way we can form the basket for the bouquet. I'm gonna look and see if y'all have any questions real quick. Don't have, how come cakes don't have cooked in tissue paper? I don't know what you mean. I'm so sorry. Can you, um, I don't know, give me more information on your question? I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to look at y'all's questions. Sorry if I missed y'all's questions. I don't see any big questions. Hang with me. I'm going to continue in just a second. Thank you guys for tuning in too. If y'all can hit the repost button, I would appreciate it so much. Hit the heart button on the screen or tap your screens too. I would appreciate that. Cupcake liners. The cupcakes will have cupcake liners in them. Yeah, they'll have cupcake liners if that's what you're asking. Thank you guys for tapping, giving me all the hearts. That'll help move me up in the ranking. If you guys hit the repost button, more people can come and see how to make a cupcake bouquet, which also helps my business a lot. So thank you guys. I don't go live very often, so I appreciate all the support. Now, when you do this part, you want to figure out, this is going to be the front where you have the 3. The 2 will be the back. So 3 is going to be the front. You kind of want that to be really cute where you're going to put the front part. Kind of like this to be the front. I think that would be cute with like the V there. That's how the customer is going to see it. That's how it'll be presented. So you want that to look really nice. I'm not saying the rest of it. I'm not saying the rest of it doesn't matter. It does, but just make sure that's front part, you know? It's the front part. It's cute. All right, cool. Now, this is a trick that I do. You'll see why in a minute. Normally I would have my turntable, that way I can spin it. But I'm gonna try to turn it like this, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna try to turn it. This stuff gets really stuck to slick surfaces like this, but we're gonna work with it, okay? If y'all see a struggle, I already warned you. I'm gonna place something on top of here. You can use a can of peas. I don't know why I would say peas because I don't like peas at all, but you can use a can of green beans, a can of cream corn, because I love cream corn, whatever, to hold this down. Because if not, you're going to be spinning a lot and it gets weird. You're going to want some tape. Now, do as I say, not as I do, okay? I didn't plan on going live today. I decided yesterday, well, I didn't have my clear tape that I normally use. This is not clear tape. You want to use the tape that's clear like this, okay? Transparent, completely. Make sure you get the transparent tape. It looks a lot cleaner. Your clients won't be able to see where you tape, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. Don't get this tape. Get the transparent tape, and I mean clear, okay? I wish I had some to show y'all, but of course, like I said, I've used it. Let me see if I can pull this stuff off. Tape like this, right? That's completely clear. That's what you want, not the foggy looking stuff. I can't believe I don't have any. But anyways, this is why I don't have gloves on for this part specifically. Now, this part is gonna look really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the easiest, okay? It's one of those things you just have to practice. You'll get better, or maybe you won't, but it still works. You don't want it to look horrible, but I can guarantee you people's eyes are gonna be focused on this part, not so much the part I'm about to do. I haven't had any complaints yet, and I'm not that great at this part. Now, another trick is to, I just thought about this, tear off several pieces, place them on your counter, like on the edge, so you can grab them easily. Because you'll see, once I start going, my hands are gonna be holding the bouquet. You don't have 3 hands to be able to tear little pieces off. So do this part in advance, I'm telling you. It's another tip. It will help you a bunch. Now, you'll notice, although I say that, I won't have enough pieces, and there'll be a part where I have to tear off more. And sometimes you have to put more tape, even though you don't plan on it. You may be thinking, oh my gosh, how much tape are you going to use? A lot. A lot. I'd rather have too much torn off than not enough. And there's other things I do that I can use this tape for on this bouquet specifically. All right, guys. So here's the trick. Do your hand like this, This hand is going to push in, okay, like this. And then close, you have a pleat. So open, push in, close, you should have a pleat. You'll see me do that in just a second. Kind of lift up and close my hand. Kind of pull here. This will happen, it'll fold over, don't worry about it. And then there's the pleat, okay? Now do you see why I'm talking and telling you guys, have a piece of tape, because your hand is not free when you're holding this. Once you have one little piece there you can let go, I prefer to keep holding on to kind of hold it tight. Now this is the part where I'm saying a turntable would be helpful. But I'm just gonna kind of spin it. Normally what I do too, I'm not recording, I would actually walk around this whole thing. That's another trick. Okay. Open hand. That's the front, so actually I'm gonna go here. You can go close or you can kind of gap it bigger, it's up to you. Pull, and you should have a pleat. And if you don't like where it's at, like, I don't like that. Just change your position a little bit. Pull. Once you do it, you'll kind of get a good feel for it. Okay. Again, you can kind of see why I have the tape ready. It makes it so much easier. Don't worry, it's okay. Again, I normally don't spin these like this. Not on the counter, I'd walk around it, or I have my turntable. So we're not sweating the small stuff. You just can't, you never can with decorating. If you start sweating all the small stuff, it gets really frustrating and you just don't want to do it, so. It is good that you guys kind of get to see like stuff falling and all the things, because honestly, that's real stuff that happens. Like when you're decorating, we can make videos and make stuff look really perfect, right? Like, oh, it was just that easy. I always try to be transparent about what I do, because what I don't want to do is have somebody else try to do something and they're like, oh my God, my stuff is falling and that's not how Casey Cake Lady did it. Listen, that's probably not how it worked for me either, you know? So be careful watching videos. Nothing against people that make videos, one of them, but we don't want to post all the mistakes, right? If you can cut those out, you will. But they happen. That's the truth. So people will say, you make it look so easy. I'm editing a video, that's what I'm doing, and you know, there's parts where you get frustrated with what you're doing. So like, you'll see, just hang with me. You'll see what I do with this to bring it up a little bit more too. But just keep going around like this. And what I'm doing, if you guys saw me pause, I'm just trying to find the front of it to gauge how many more pleats I need to make. I'll make one here, probably one here. So I'm gonna go a little more this way. Tighten it up a little bit. So about for each pleat so far, I'm using 2 pieces of tape, but I'm going to use more, and you'll see why. Well, that's the front. Let's just do one more right here. And when I do this, I'm kind of pulling it tight. Sorry, y'all. This little pieces of tissue paper. And I could have had this whole thing done, but I do want to show you guys how I kind of do the baskets too. Okay, so are you guys starting to see it a little bit? Sorry, I didn't know I was off camera. I'm just sliding everywhere. Okay, so thank you guys for tapping the hearts. Thank you for hitting the repost button. I appreciate it. Hitting the repost button is going to let more people join the live, and that helps me. All right, guys, so okay, so now what I'm going to do, anywhere I think I want to add some more tape, I will. And it just kind of closes it. You can add it on the inside, the outside. You can even, if you wanted to, like do this and pleat it up here too. If you want to. You can have it loose like this. It's fine. It's whatever you want to do. There's no specific look. I like to add it on the front side and the back sometimes like this. I hate that I don't have my clear tape. You can kind of, well, you can't really see it on camera, but it's definitely there. And it wouldn't be as visible if I had my other tape that I should have. So just make sure you have all your stuff. It will really help. And again, I'm getting over a sinus infection, so I sound kind of stopped up, although my voice normally does anyway. Just a little bit more right now. Now this part you can just tear off tape as you go. What you don't want to do is put tape on the tissue paper. As you start to make it, that can get caught and you can't readjust it. So if that happens, just don't put tape there. Just leave it loose. It's a mistake I've made a couple times. At first I was like, it's no big deal. It is. Don't do it. And don't let your tape wrinkle. And that's what happens when you don't have a tape ready. That's the front. This part. Okay. Well, that may look really big back here. I'll show you how we're gonna fix all that. Now let me go grab something I didn't have ready in here and show you guys how we're gonna get all this tissue paper to stick to the actual basket. And feel free to ask questions when I come back. I'll check my phone and answer a few questions. Yes, this technique is one of the easiest in my opinion. There's different ways to do it. There's always different ways to do a lot of this. You say you think my house smells wonderful. Thank you. I hate when it smells like cake. Thank you for the roses that anybody is sending. Thank you guys for reposting. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Let me see. No questions. Okay. If you are watching this live, please hit the repost button or the share button. I would appreciate it. Share it to whatever platform. I do not care. So I went and grabbed some ribbon. This ribbon is going to be wrapped all the way around here. Now, what I do, wherever the front is, which my front is here, turn it opposite. Turn it opposite of you. Get one more thing. Alright. So I went and got this from the store. I'm so destructive. I just rip stuff off. I've always been that person. Just something kind of cutesy, right? Okay. That's going to go on the front of this bouquet. So I'm flipping it back to the front. Hope you guys can see that. Everybody can see it. It's going to go right here on the front. Just like that. So when you present it, this will be on the front, right? Now I bought this without knowing what color I was going to use, but it has like a light pink bow on it. It works. All right. So again, this is not for a client. And you're going to put the front away from you. There. See if I can slide it over a little bit more. For this part, get you some tape ready again. I'm going to use a little bit more of a heavy duty tape because that really clear tape, it sticks better too. Another reason you don't want to use this. It's okay for this part, but so I'm trying to cut a few little pieces off because I'll be sticking that ribbon onto this bouquet in just a second. Again, it's better to have too many pieces ready than not enough. Because on this part, you can't let go once you start putting it on. Alright. So what we're going to do is kind of just gauge. I do know I want this to go around its neck. I can just kind of feel because I can't see. Waste that much ribbon. I don't mind wasting some of it, but there's no need to waste a whole bunch. Make sure it's around its neck. Okay, so what I'm doing, wrapping it around the bunny to hold it to the bouquet. It's serving two purposes. It's holding the bunny to the bouquet, also holding all this cellophane and tissue paper to the bouquet. Just closing it in a little bit, is tightening up everything. And I'll fix all this in just a second. So what you'll do is just tie it. Literally, you're just tying it. Don't pull it crazy tight. Just kind of look at it. Make sure that it's hard to show you guys this part because I know you can't see, but make sure it's pulled up, not like at the bottom of your cups. Okay? So not tie it. How do I say it? I do like one little tie, right? But I'm not knotting it just yet. Take a piece of tape when you have it kind of pulled up with some good tension on there and place your tape. That's going to hold that ribbon in place. Keep your hand back there holding the ribbon so that has the tension. If you need to adjust the ribbon, do that and pull it up. But continue to have tension, just tighten it back up with your hands. Hold it. Now you can see why you want to have tape ready. I place the tape where there's a cup because that way you can press against the cup, if that makes sense. Because if not, you're pressing against like space. There's nothing for it to secure to. Okay. Don't worry about the front part yet. You're just getting a couple pieces on there, making sure that ribbon is pulled up. Now you're going to go ahead and knot it. Kind of like you tie your shoe. That kind of knot is fine. Just do it twice. Okay, so it's on there. Go ahead and add a piece of tape there as well. Okay, the end of the string, if you want to make it cutesy. Oh my gosh. Still okay, don't worry about it. It's tissue paper, so you know how that goes. We only need this on here a little bit longer. If you want to make it cutesy, this isn't the kind of ribbon you can really curl, but use a ribbon that you can curl if you want to do that. If not, you can just leave it like that. So let me just take this off for a second. Normally, I don't use this guy. I would normally use one that's like a plush one to where you can't see the ribbon, so don't judge me on this too much, guys. What I'll do now is just kind of use tape. Just stick that on there as much as possible. Yeah, I almost got the plush one like I normally do, and I was like, this one looks so cute. Well, I didn't think about this part of it. But anyway, it's not for a client. We're just making something right now, guys. That does look kind of crazy, but we're going to roll with it. All right, so whoever gets it for free, I'm sure they won't care, right? Now, this part, looks pretty. Looks pretty open. It looks pretty good. See if I can tip it up for you guys. So that's kind of what it looks like when you're looking at it, like looking down at it. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do now? Oh yeah, I know I was gonna show you guys something. So these pieces that are sticking up, what you can do if you don't like how high they are, just cut them. Just like that. Now don't be crazy with it. Just kind of cut it at an angle, and it brings the height of this cellophane down a little bit. Like this one. Just trim it down a little bit. It's okay. But just look at the angle of it and just try to follow that. If that goes that way, and bring this one down that way. And if you don't like a piece of tape somewhere, like this one is making it do something weird, all you have to do is just peel it off. Not necessarily like that. Like the other tape comes off clean. I don't know what side that's on. And with these nails on, I had these nails for the TV show. I can't get it off. I'm not used to wearing nails, y'all, so I feel like I can't do anything with these things. What I'm gonna do, either way, I'm gonna put another piece of tape there, just in a different way. Like this looks better. All right, cool. So there's that, and it's open. Y'all can see it. Cool. Now what we're gonna do, when you pick this up and hand it to a client, all you do is pick up everything. Like even the bunny, no matter what, he's kind of secure, but he's not like stuck on, right? You just hand it to them like this and tell them when they pick it up, pick up everything. My other hand is literally at the bottom of this, holding it like the base. So we're gonna place that off to the side for now and start on the next part. Again, to hold down that center part, use anything that's heavy with a kind of a wide base. You saw what I used, but you can use a can of something, a big bottle, like a protein powder bottle. That works. I used to use those. I'm gonna get rid of some trash I have on my counter, and then we will start back. But yeah, so I auditioned for a whole TV show, y'all. And it's all for you guys. Everybody always said, I want to see you on TV. So hopefully this will make everybody feel good and satisfied for a while. I know people wanted to see me on Is It Cake, but that's not the show that I wanted to go on. So I didn't. Sorry, I'm reading the screens and talking at the same time. Y'all are hitting the screen, really tapping the hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who has shared the live too. All right, this next part, this is the part that more people are going to be excited about, I feel like. Well, actually, I'm sorry, y'all. I lied. I got to do something else. Remember how I told you guys we need to do something with these cups? If not, the cupcake will literally fall in there, right? Because a cupcake's only like this big. It would fall in the hole. So how do we prevent that? I'll show you. The extra tissue paper that you cut off, we're going to use some of that, but you still need a little bit more. Well, when you buy tissue paper, sometimes, a lot of times, you're gonna get more than one sheet. You're gonna have a lot, or just buy some. It doesn't need to be food safe tissue paper for this part necessarily, because the cupcake has a wrapper on it, right? So we're gonna stuff tissue paper all in these holes. Or if you have any extra cellophane, anything you can put in there, don't be crazy. For the most part, anything you can put in there just to fill that hole, that works. Newspaper, anything. I wouldn't really use newspaper. Let's use. One second. I have a lot of tissue paper, so give me one moment. I'm just going to use tissue paper that I haven't even cut or anything like that, just because when this is baby shower tissue paper, be super cute for a bouquet. You could line this on the inside right here with it, and that would just be so cute. Which I should probably keep. Yeah, let's keep it. I'll probably do a video with that one day. So I won't use that. I have more of this. Okay. Cool. So now, guys, all you do, it's no point in using like two pieces. Excuse me. No point in using two pieces. Make sure it's just one and just ball it up. I hope it's not too loud in y'all's ears. And just start sticking it in these holes. You don't want the tissue paper to stick up too far. You need that cupcake to sit decently down in there, right? If it's sticking up too far, it's going to bounce out. The cupcake will. So you want it in there, but not too far. Just about that far in for it to be sitting in there and not be able to wobble out. It won't drop in, right? But you don't want it to wobble out. So I'm going to do that. It's going to take me just a second. So I'm using one piece of tissue paper for each one. This one I'll probably use all these, so it'll probably equal one sheet. And for that, just start balling up each one separately. It covers more space in there. Try to do this really fast, so hang with me. I'll speed up here in just a second. So technically, these are not very expensive to make, but you can make good money on them if you want to make nothing but these for a living. I just want to throw that out there. And I do have a cake course that's available. It's in my bio. It'll show you how to ice a cake 2 different ways, how to, I need one more piece, how to ice a cake 2 different ways, how to trim a cake, how to make roses, all the things. Let me get one more piece. Of course, I don't have one that's open. Okay guys, so another part of what we're doing, let me see if y'all have any questions. Cool. Thank you for the gifts that you guys are sending too, and thank you for hitting the repost button. I appreciate it so much. Keep tapping the screen. The hearts help other people know that I'm live. All right guys, so this is tissue paper as well. This is actually food safe tissue paper. You can notice there's a different sound on it. So why do I have food safe tissue paper for this part? Because this part will be touching the actual icing. So at this point I can go ahead and put on gloves. So let me do that. This is going to serve as like our leaves, kind of. So, and so earlier I didn't have on gloves again because I can't rip off tape. Although my hands are clean, I can't rip off the tape. It'll get stuck to the gloves. It's a whole disaster. So. What you're going to do for this part, this is going to serve as our leaves. You just need to cut some decent sized pieces. So you guys know how big you cut your pieces. I just kind of guesstimate. 5 by 5 would be good. You can go 5.5. You can go way bigger. You'll see what I mean here in just a minute. Now I want to get as much use as I can out of this tissue paper when I cut it. So 12. So I could go 6. Okay. I'm gonna go up here. Now, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not cut very good. Listen, these are leaves. Leaves, and it's just like green little foo-foo stuff. You'll see. It's not that serious for it to be perfect. All the extra tissue paper, keep it, keep it, keep it. You can use it to stuff your little things soon. Okay, don't do that though. That's a little crazy. But what you can do is just trim it up a little bit. I didn't realize it wasn't cut off the back. Alright. I know it looks messy. I promise it's okay. Okay, so I have like quite a few sheets right here. If by chance I cut too many, it's okay. I'll use it for my next bouquet that I make. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut all this. Again, this is food safe tissue paper. There are companies that sell food safe tissue paper, obviously, right? Because I don't make it. But I do suggest this if you're making a bouquet and you plan on the tissue paper actually touching your cupcakes. Like this will be touching the cupcakes for sure. And the reason I get food safe, the dye that's on these other ones, it can leak into the food. A lot of it's non-toxic, but I don't know. I just rather have food safe. If you can get it, why not? All right. So I bought a lot of it when I did. What I use for this is not, my cupcakes will not be touching this tissue paper. Okay. Now you may be wondering, what's the purpose of this? I said it's the leaves. And what I do, I turn it, the cupcake will be sitting in the center. But what I do, I turn one this way. I turn one kind of like we did in the beginning. I turn one that way. I use 3. Some people use 2. You can use 4. I turn one like another direction. Doesn't have to be perfect. The cupcake will be sitting right here. And what you'll do is kind of move the tissue paper up like this. Place it here in the bouquet. It's really, really pretty. So I have 12 cupcakes that I'll be making. So therefore I need 12 sets of these. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll place these behind me somewhere you guys can't see, just so I have them ready. Trust me, get these ready in advance. So it takes a little time, but it's worth it. Actually, it doesn't take that long, but for you guys, it might right now, just listening to me do this, because you're like, I'm ready for the fun part. Me too, me too. So what I'll be doing is making cupcake flowers, different types of flowers out of buttercream, and you guys can watch me do that and how I do it, and I'll talk about the process a little bit of how I go about it. If you can't make the flowers that I make, don't worry. There's simpler flowers that you can do as well. There's always more than one way to do it besides the way that I'm doing it. So also I have a cake course that shows how to make some of the things that I'm making. So check that out. Again, it's in my bio. I even teach how to dip chocolate covered strawberries, all in the same course for the same, I don't know, all in the same course. Check my bio for pricing and stuff. But the price is it's really not that bad. So I'll put these back here. There's 3, 4. And if you have these on your counter in advance, something I want to tell you, don't walk around really quickly, because the wind that you create will blow these off your counter. You'll have to throw them away and do it again. So move cautiously, because they're so light, like they just blow. 8, 9, 10. I think this is 11, hopefully. I normally do one extra one, just because I normally knock one off the counter moving too fast or something, so. This is like, when people talk about trial and error, you just learn stuff as you go. Quick little tricks to help yourself. I'm gonna do one more extra one, because I know me. Especially because I'm live right now. I'll have these things everywhere. Okay, guys, so I have like this many extras. All you have to do is put it in a Ziploc bag, and you have them for next time. There's different shades of green you can use. This is an Easter basket, or Easter bouquet. I wanted to go with a lighter green. All right, now it's time to pick some colors that we're going to use. I'm thinking purple, orange, blue, yellow. I think those colors will be really pretty in here. I'll deal with it later. Excuse me. Okay, so next I need to start prepping my bags to fill with icing, right? Contains items. Oh, what are the... Dang. Okay, guys, if you're live on this one right here, give me 1 second. They're gonna cut me for 10 minutes. I don't know what I said, but give me 1 moment. Okay, can y'all see me on the screen? Sorry about that. Let me know if y'all can see me. I will be getting back to it in just a second, guys. Okay, cool. I probably talked about my course. All right, I won't talk about that stuff anymore. So sensitive. Thought I was bad. All right, now what we're gonna do is work with some icings and mix up some colors. So what I was thinking was maybe yellow. Y'all think yellow roses or orange roses or white roses? What color roses should I use? I'm thinking a yellow rose would be really pretty. Yellow rose, some hydrangeas, white mums. Let's do a yellow rose or orange rose. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all want yellow roses or orange roses? Yellow? Okay, cool. We'll do yellow. I don't have anything over here I should have. Okay. So let's get some icing. So depending on what I'm doing, depends on how I make my icing or how I mix it. This icing has a lot of air in it. So it's very, very light. If you can tell, really, really light icing. It's firm, but really, really light. That way my flowers look more full. Let me get some food coloring. So I'll mix this up. I might get a little bit more buttercream. You're probably thinking, oh my goodness, you're putting that white spatula in, that yellow spatula in that white icing. It's okay. I'll kind of grab from the same spot. That way I pick up the color that I left in there. I'm gonna leave it like this with a little bit of white showing in it. Like that. And I already have my rose tip over here. If you've seen my other lives, I was telling you guys how to turn the tips in the bags and all that. So I won't go over all that again. But I will say, when you cut stuff like this off, make sure you discard of it or put it somewhere where you can't get it in your icing. Sorry, y'all. Good thing I looked at the screen on that one. But I hope y'all are doing good today, and thank y'all for joining my live. Feel free to hit the repost button so more people can join us. That would help my business a lot. I'm only going live for you guys. Just making it for y'all, which is fine. I love y'all. So I just need enough icing in here to make like 3 roses. Thank y'all for reposting. I appreciate it. Is that loud in y'all's ears? In my mind, it's just crazy loud. I am so sorry. There's not much I can do about it, but I just wanted to say sorry. So there's one bag. That'll be roses. Next, let's do, if I was smart, I would have did my little mum bag first because that's white icing. If we're using white icing, now I have yellow. I could have used my same spatula, but anyway. We're going to use the same spatula anyway. Don't wipe it off. Okay, y'all said it's fine. Thank you. Y'all are so kind. All right, so this is a coupler. What we place in the bags before we place a tip. What holds the tip. So now we have some icing in there. And this is just buttercream icing. Y'all and I made this icing kind of airy, just so my flowers don't fall flat. So we have roses, mums. Next up, I forgot what flowers. Let's see, I was gonna do roses. That's gonna be a rose, a mum, a hydrangea. And then we can do, let's do an orange rose. I think that would be pretty. So we'll do another orange rose. Now what I'll do is like barely mix this. I think that'll be pretty. Just to give it like a light yellowish orangish color. And once I start making the rose, it'll just pick up a little bit of color. I like it. And the cupcakes are right now, they're in the refrigerator. This way they're more chilled before I start decorating them. And the rose tip that I'm using is a large rose tip. It's not a small rose tip. There's small ones, large ones, extra large ones. I think that'll be pretty. Kind of like orangish, yellowish. And I do have 3 cameras going, so I'm trying to make sure everybody can see. One is recording for me to edit the video and repost later. And then one is for, well, I can't say. They might block me. Anyway. I'm gonna go with that color. I think it'll be pretty when it comes out of the bag. Yeah. So there's that one. The last one we're gonna do is gonna be a hydrangea. And for that one, I'm gonna need 3 different colors in the bag. Who can tell me what 3 colors you think I'll use for the bag, for the icing, as I get it ready? Number of rose, or the number of rose, 127. Yeah, 127, 125 for Wilton. Ateco is 127. I think they all kind of keep them similar in that range. Okay. And the mum tip that I'll be using is a number 80. And that's Ateco. Is it Ateco? Wilton. What is it? Ateco. Yeah, Ateco. And it's number 80. So for the hydrangea, I'll be using this tip right here. This is a, I don't even know what it's called. Oh, it's a 2D rose tip, but you can make flowers with it. I didn't get much sleep last night, y'all. I'm struggling. Oh, where y'all at? You see it? Pink, purple, yellow, light blue, white, purple. There you go. Good job. So white, light blue, and purple. Trying to think how these look. I almost forgot how to do these. I haven't done these in so long. Gosh, I can't remember which color I put on the outside. Oh well. So what I'll do is just mix up this blue that's in here already to a light blue. I had a darker blue in here, but we're gonna work with this color. It will all be blended here in just a minute. You won't be able to tell what shade it is anyways. Let me get another spatula. Okay, so next color is going to be light purple. I'm being messy. Now, these take a little bit more icing than the other flowers in my opinion, but they're really fun to make though. It's one of my favorite ones. I just haven't made them in a while. I don't make these anymore. I used to make them all the time for clients, but I don't even take orders for these anymore. All right. So what you do, the way I do it, there's multiple ways to do it, I'm sure. Feel free to hit the repost button and tap the screen for the hearts. I appreciate it so much, y'all. I am doing this just for y'all. And let me know that y'all like it too. So I'm just gonna go on the outside of the bag. Kind of hard to see, but. kind of see down there. Just on the outside. Okay. And while keeping it open, let me get a little bit more in there. I'm gonna do the same thing with purple. Okay. I'm just lining the bag, layering colors in there. And now you can kind of see in there a little bit. There's still like a hole in there. I'm gonna take that white bag that I had earlier, and I'm just gonna squeeze icing in there. Just like that. I'll refill that in a minute. I'm gonna do the same thing again. Basically, I just move the bag up so I can get more icing in there. So just do it like a section at a time. It's easier than trying to do your whole bag at once. It's a better view of it. And then on top of that blue, let's put some purple. It doesn't really have to be pretty, I promise. It's probably way too much icing. I really don't need this much, but I don't want to have to make another bag for the same thing. So I'm gonna do this off camera. Make sure it's working the way I want it to. Perfect. All right, we're good. Okay. That's good. Let's get some more white back in this bag, and then we can start making flowers, y'all. Okay, so rose, hydrangea, mum. Those will be the flowers that we make. Let me move this stuff off to the side because I don't want anything in my way once I start this next part. Don't need scissors, I can make that. Get these lids moved. Okay. All right, are y'all ready for me to start making the cupcakes? Let me get my turntable. It's way over here. Okay. If y'all are ready, I'm ready. I wish I would have grabbed a different bunny. That bunny was so cute though. See how cute it is? It just looks so neat. Don't grab this bunny when y'all make a bouquet, okay? That's what we're not gonna do. Because y'all got to see me use it, and it doesn't really work that well. It's so cute. Anyways, Make sure everybody can see. Let me get these off. I'm probably gonna move this camera, so you guys hang on just a second. But that's good for y'all. Can I zoom in with this? Oh shoot, I never knew. That's what I'm talking about. I never knew. Okay. Y'all see where I've cut up my thing? This is such a good product. Anyway, I can't talk about that stuff. They'll cut me off again, I guess. I want to tell y'all about all the things that I use. Give me 1 second, guys. Can I? Oh, I can zoom in here too. Okay. That's the best I can get you guys on this one. I'm sorry. See if I can move the light closer. Make sure everybody can see. Okay, guys, I'm about to start on the cupcakes. Again, the cupcakes, I've already baked those, and I am making a cupcake bouquet. I've already baked them, so all I gotta do is pull them out of the fridge. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so animated. 1 second. I'm just pulling up 12 cupcakes. 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me. 9, 10, 11. One more. Alright, I have a few left over. I will make some extras so you guys can just watch me make them. Alright? Alright. So the first one I'm gonna make, let's do the mom takes forever. But let's do the mom first, okay? So for every one of these, I have to make, hold on. My math isn't mathing, hold up. I have 3, okay? I make 3 of each one. So I'm a cake decorator. Math is not my strong suit. So place this on here. Okay, and that is my mom tip. I'm gonna show everybody what it looks like. It's pretty neat, huh? I'm gonna take it back off because I'm talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. What I'm gonna do first is go around here like this to cover some of the area. Okay, just the outside part. I'm gonna do this 2 more times. Work smarter, not harder. This is gonna help my flour sit the way that I want it to. Let's do it 1 more time. Okay, and this is buttercream icing I'm using. So we'll just start. I'm sorry guys, hitting the cameras. We'll just start with this one. Now, putting this back on. Okay. So to hold the mom tip, make it like a smiley face, not a sad face. So what I mean, that part is down, right? Can you see where it's a smile, a little shoop shoop? Okay, not like that, but like this. And I'm gonna start with the outside, just like this, and pull up. I'm gonna stop for a second and see how that looks. There's so much light on this one, I'm sorry. Let's see pull it back a little bit. Okay, so there's one layer. I'm going to do the same thing again. Can you see why I made that ring around there? It just helps it kind of sit the way you want it to. That. So underneath it, it's not like super pretty, but it doesn't have to be. This is how it's going to be viewed right here. Thank you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a little things. All I'm going to do is just drop these in the center. Okay, probably didn't need that many, guys, but hey, they're fun to eat. So we're going to use them. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is place this in the freezer and let these start to chill and set. So after each flower, you'll notice I place them in the freezer, or you can place them in the refrigerator. I say freezer for me because I work a little fast. Maybe not right now because I'm on camera, but by the time I'm done, they'll all be chilled and it's easier to place in that basket. If you guys don't mind, hit the repost button for me and tap the screen for the hearts. I appreciate it. You'll help me reach my goal. And thank you to anybody that's sending any gifts too. I can't see my screen, but I do appreciate it. Thank you for everybody that hit the repost button. It does help a bunch. And you can make these little petals like a lot longer if you wanted to, but I'm just going with this length. And these are just edible pearls, by the way. Somebody asked me about the tip I'm using. It's a mum tip. Let's see if I can get some of the icing off of it so you can see it on the screen. If you can kind of see it. It's like a little smiley face, kind of. And it's number 80. Do something really quick, guys. I think I can get you guys a little bit closer to what I'm doing. There's no point of you guys watching if you really can't see. camera almost fell right into that. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. And if you do make one that you don't like, there's parts of the bouquet, you can kind of place it there and it'll be a little bit more hidden. There's center spots, side spots. You'll see what I mean when I go to place these. If a certain side is messed up to me, I can place it on the left side or the right side. So that side is more hidden. Because with cake decorating, and I dropped one over there, I can't get it, but once it's chilled, I'll take it off. That one right there. But with cake decorating, we always have a back side to everything. All right, so that was gonna go in the fridge. Oh, the freezer. Sorry, y'all. All right. So we're doing 3 of each flower. So that was the mom. What do y'all want me to make next? A rose or a hydrangea? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. The hydrangea, a rose, rose, hydrangea, rose. Let me get my stuff together and I'll come back and look and we'll find out which one I'll make next. Oh, I'm so silly, y'all. I'm pulling out my rose nail as if what? I don't make the roses on a rose nail, I make them on the cupcake. Hydrangea. So let me show y'all something. So these cupcakes, they all look different. I'm not the best cupcake baker, but sometimes they're kind of like wonky, like this one's kind of off center. It's not all like peeking at the middle, right? So I'd use this for a hydrangea, not a rose. I'd use this guy right here for a rose because he's more even. And that way when I make my peak of my rose, it's centered and it drops down better. But this one being off-centered and stuff, use it for a hydrangea. Does that make sense? So I'll actually go through here and move them around, and the ones I don't like as much, those are hydrangeas. So let's see what y'all said. Hydrangea. It's American buttercream. Hey Becky, how are you? I hope you're doing well. All right, guys. All right, so now I think y'all chose rose. Let's do a yellow rose, okay? And again, for this, you don't need a rose nail. You're just gonna decorate it straight on the rose. I mean, on the cupcake. Thank you so much. I hope the kids are doing well. Mom and I was just talking about them. And I hope you're doing well too. Okay guys, so we're gonna spin. Spin. But yeah, this is American buttercream. Let's see. Cake Lady's daughter. Check out my bio, please. I have something on there that will really help. It has all the information. Okay, guys. So there's the first one right there. Okay. So this is going to be placed in the freezer. Lift up my other camera a little bit. Okay. So the next one, what I'll do, I'll switch colors. That way y'all don't get so bored with it. So we'll do orange next, and then I'll switch to a different flower. If y'all don't mind, hit the repost button for me if you're just joining. That does help my business a lot, and I would appreciate it a ton. So for the last one, I'll do the hydrangea after I get done making the roses. And if y'all haven't heard the news, I auditioned for America's Got Talent, and it premieres June 2nd. So mark your calendars for that. I'm not saying what my talent is, what I'll be doing, but June 2nd it premieres. And I'll know 10 days prior, like I'll notify you guys 10 days prior of as a reminder. But yeah, we flew all the way to LA, or they flew us out there, which was really cool, and got to have our hotel and food and the trip all paid for. It was really fun. Thank you. So, I can kind of talk as I do this. I think you guys kind of get the drift now. But I talked about me having social anxiety for years, and it was like detrimental to my life, truly. Since then, my social anxiety is a lot better now, but it used to be very, very bad. So a lot of people, hold on. Let's see how many I've done. I start talking, I'll start doing all sorts of things. People that have known me for years, they kind of knew I had social anxiety. Some didn't, because I hid it kind of well. I would just tell people, like, if they asked me to go somewhere, I'm like, no, I'm good. Or who's going? Like, if there's too many people, I wouldn't want to go. Depending on where it was or what it was, like a concert, that could be really, really hard for me, and I wouldn't do it. I'd never go eat by myself or go to the movies. I still don't know if I can do that. I don't think I can go eat by myself. I always commend people that do. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish. That'd be so cool. But yeah, I had really, really bad social anxiety for years. So auditioning for the show, it was in front of 3,000 people, live audience. And I still can't believe I did it. It's pretty crazy. Thank you. Thank you so much. You said, why am I describing you? Do you have social anxiety? yeah, I'm trying to talk about it more. I posted on my other platform about it, and so many people were commenting like, "Thank you so much. You described it, you know, to a T and what it's like." And I don't know. I'm just thinking that's kind of my calling as well, just to be able to help people that have social anxiety, because I've worked through mine for the most part, but it held me back to the point that I missed out on so much stuff in my life. Lots of tears, depression. It was hard, and people just don't know what it's like. Okay, I have one yellow and one yellow, one orange, one left. But people don't know what it's like. They label people as stuck up, or they think they're too good. You know, all this stuff, and it's like, it's not true. It's just social anxiety. It's in your head that, you know, people are judging you and looking at you, laughing at you, you know, the way you talk, the way you look, or what are they thinking? It's more, I don't know, for me, it was more of not knowing what somebody was thinking. And even still, sometimes it bothers me, but not as much. But just the lost feeling of, you know, are people looking at me? Or not are, you literally think people are looking at you all the time. Not in a positive way. That's something that people get confused too. Telling them about it. Like, oh, you think you're this or that? Like everybody's looking at you? No, it's like everybody's looking at me in a bad way, not a good way. Or just judging you in general. And so where I'm at now, like, obviously, like with my page and stuff, you do get, you know, attention from it. But when I'm doing cakes, I feel more comfortable, a lot more comfortable. Like I don't really have social anxiety when I'm doing this. And you might even think I'm good now, but even years ago, people really didn't see it because they're like, "You're on here talking and this and that and taking pictures with the cakes." I know the attention is here, not on me. Does that make sense? So I still have little moments where I kind of go backwards, but I don't even care because it's always going to be like a part of me. So, but anybody that has social anxiety, one tip I do want to give that's helped me, and I know we're all different, our anxieties are different, but always like give yourself a pat on the back if you go to a grocery store by yourself, which to some people may sound crazy. Like, go to a grocery store by yourself? What's the big deal in that? Well, people that have social anxiety, that's not an easy task. Excuse me. If you go get gas and you get outside your car and you pump gas and you didn't feel your anxiety was as bothersome, give yourself a pat on the back. You know, if you call somebody and before they call you, give yourself a pat on the back. If you go hang out with a friend at a place that was busy, you may be sweating and all the things, but give yourself a pat on the back like you did it. Even if it seems small to somebody else, make sure you're giving yourself credit because you know your limits and where you're at. So, and that's with any anxiety or any type of task. I feel like always give yourself a pat on the back, regardless of somebody else is acknowledging it or they understand it or not. If it's big to you, it's big to you. Like, even for me, like just going on the show, that's huge for me. It's huge. Not so much like for my business, but just for me personally. It's just a big deal that I did that because, man, 6 years ago, you couldn't get me to stand on a stage. If you would have had to, like, even $1 million wouldn't make me do it, if that explains it. So, anyways, this is going to be the hydrangea. But seriously, though, I hope that I can help people or just give people a little bit of advice. So this one you're going to notice has 3 different colors in it. Purple, blue, and white. So once I'm done with it, it looks pretty cool. And this is just a 2D rose tip. And you can kind of spin your bag different directions so the pattern and the colors pick up differently. Like it's kind of heavy on purple in some areas. Just turn your bag. And these do have a little bit of icing on them, so if you don't like, you know, icing, don't grab the hydrangea. I need to look at my battery on my phones and go get a charger if I need to. I'm sorry about the light. I feel like it's so much light on this one. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Give me 1 second. Let me look at this. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for tapping the screen for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who's watching. If you're hitting the repost button, I appreciate it. Joy Vibes, check out my bio, please. Okay, let me look at my battery. 32 on this one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to look at my other phone. What's this one at? 50, 52, and this one's at 63. Okay. Give me 1 moment. Okay. Charging. But yeah, I'm a cake decorator from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And I love creating hyper realistic cakes, but I make other stuff too. I work with buttercream and fondant, modeling chocolate, ganache. I don't work with whipped icing. It's too warm here. Plus, just the type of cakes I do, it just wouldn't work. Okay, I have 1 left, and then we're gonna start placing them in the bouquet. And now you can see why I said the one that's kind of wonky or whatever, use that one for the hydrangeas. Because it won't show the shape of the cupcake as much. So I'm gonna let those stay in the the freezer for another like 4 minutes or so. And in the meantime, I'm gonna make some other flowers for you guys. Thank you guys for hitting the repost button. I appreciate it so much. The hydrangeas are your favorite, mine too. I absolutely love those so much. Can I share my own live? What's this button do? Oh, nope, guess not. Oh, I can add it to my story. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if y'all want to hit the repost button on my live, I would appreciate it so much. Thank you to everybody that's tapping the screen for the hearts. I would love to hit 100,000 hearts. All right, guys. I'm getting back right now on this side. So I'm gonna make some more cupcakes for you guys, just so y'all can see them. These baked a little dark, so I didn't like them, so I'll be probably tossing these. The pan that I use for these, I'm gonna have to get rid of it because the heat, I don't know why, it just doesn't, they don't bake as well on that one. So, but you can add some edible glitter on here. I love this flower. I think it's so cute. I think I like it just because of all the colors that are in it. I'll show you guys up close. Like, you have so many colors in it. So some of the cupcakes are ready to pull out, but they can stay in there longer. It's okay. But I just want the other ones, like the hydrangeas, to get a little more cool and set. Because when the icing is set, you can handle them a lot better without messing up your flour, if that makes sense. And this is basically like a squeeze and pull at the same time, squeezing and pulling. Just like that. Just going around and around. There's no set way or wrong way to do it. Well, I guess there is a wrong way, but you don't have to be perfect. Once this is all put together, you'll see that everything just comes together. It's really neat. So stick with me. I'll be pulling those cupcakes out in just a second. Thank you. And this is American buttercream. That's the icing I learned to work with, and it's still my favorite. Every cake decorator has a favorite icing that they like to use. This is definitely mine. But I hope everybody is doing well. Make sure you hit the follow button too. I hope you guys are following my page. Again, I make hyper realistic cakes that look like crazy stuff. You said you want a cupcake for your birthday in a couple weeks. That's funny. Hey, if you're close by, you can come grab some. I don't mind. Because guess who's not eating them? Me. Why? Because I'm tired of cake. I've had enough cake in my lifetime. I am good. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing the other cupcakes. I wouldn't be surprised if I knock those off the counter that I just moved. But we're going to try not to. All right, guys. I'm going to take this over here. Let me wipe off my counter so I don't get icing on the bottom of that basket. Readjust you guys, so give me 1 second, that way y'all can see inside the basket better. Bring y'all up real high. This camera, sorry guys, I need to get another tripod. That would help me a bunch. I'll order that as soon as I get done with the live today. I don't want you guys to see all my background stuff over there. All my bags and all the stuff I was moving off to the side. Okay, I think everybody can see decently well. I'll bend bunny down like that. All right, I think that's good. I think everybody can see. Now, there is nothing under the cups, actually. I've always done mine like this, and my client can just use their hands underneath, hold the bunny or whatever. Normally it's a bow underneath, and just pick it up like that. It's all secure. I have a ribbon wrapped all the way around that holds everything together as well. So guys, I'm gonna start placing the cupcakes in here. Now here's the issue. On my phone, I have my little diagram of how to place these, and I have y'all on here. Oh, you know what? Dang, it's not on this phone, it's on my other one. Give me one moment. I'm gonna have to. I didn't think this through very well. Let me draw this out real quick. It'll take me 1 second. There's a certain pattern that works for these. Let's see, I did yellow, orange, peach, hydrangea, yellow, orange, yeah. Yellow, orange, I would think that. Give me 1 second, y'all, sorry. Mom, yeah, it's not gonna work. Oh, I've always been bad about the patterns, like I have to see it. I'm trying to think how I can get this pattern. Okay, I have an idea. Let me pause this phone right here. What's it called? Cupcake Bouquet. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Cupcake. Oops. Y'all can feel free to ask me some questions and I'll answer in just a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, it's a certain pattern. There's 2 different ones, and I am horrible about remembering them. Oh, gosh, I hope somebody has posted it on here for me because the struggle is real right now. Like you think you have it until it's like, oh wait, dang. I've had it in my phone for years and I literally didn't even think to save it on this other phone. Cupcake Bouquet pattern. That's dang it. And the thing about it is, so I did 12, and the ones that are popping up for like, they're for like a 19, of course. Where is it? Okay, let me do this 12 count. 12 count Cupcake Bouquet pattern. So this is my new phone that I'm using right now that I'm looking through. And I don't have any of my pictures in this phone. How many is it? Okay. Wow, I guess nobody's made a thing for it, so that's great. Gosh, I'll have to get off live if I can't find it. Y'all. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to think. There's one. 4, 3. Okay, y'all, I found one. I'm looking at somebody else's picture. So what is the, that's 2, 3, 2. How long have I been making these beautiful cakes? I have been decorating, thank you, first off. I've been decorating cakes for over 20 years. Over 20 years. I did, that was not gonna work for me because I did 4 different roses. Let's see, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it goes white, that one, white. It's like the most simple. Y'all, listen. Let me try. Let me look at this other phone and see if it's still. Nope, still live. Okay, guys. Hey, y'all are still there. Hey, y'all are still there. Sorry about that, guys. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay, so like I'm making this one, right? And this helps to show you guys too, so you can see what the issue is. So you can make these, that's the setup, 2, 3, 4, 3. I chose to do this one with 4 different flowers, right? So you can see where it's hard to memorize the pattern of what you're supposed to do. So like blue has to represent one, yellow is a flower, that's a flower, that's a flower. So I have to figure out which flower I want to represent what. So give me 1 second. What I do as a trick, I just draw it out on a piece of paper and put like letters for the color. That way, you know what pattern. This is how I've always done it, and that's where the hang up happened. So blue will be, actually blue is gonna be H. It's gonna be hydrangea. Yellow can be yellow. Green will be white. Orange will be, well, orange. Green is white. Orange is orange. Yellow is yellow. Yellow is yellow. And then blue is H. Okay, y'all. We can go ahead and move on now, 3 years later. See, now when I make this video, y'all are gonna be like, it didn't look that easy whenever you did it. The video will look all smooth and stuff. So, one moment, let me get this other phone back in, little holder. All right, guys, back in business, let's go. All right, guys, so you remember how I told you the little green tissue papers, you need to have those ready? Well, we have them ready. For those that weren't watching, I'm gonna slide this. Y'all just won't see the green tissue papers laid out, really. But just know that they're here. I'm about to use them. So it's gonna go hydrangea, yellow rose, white mum, orange rose, white mum. Yeah, there's a pattern. That's what I'm about to do. The tissue paper that's in here, if you just tuned in, this is gonna hold my cupcakes up so they don't fall through. You wanna make sure the tissue paper is pushed down enough that your cupcake sits in this little cup, right? Because if it's up too high, then your cupcake will flip out. We don't want that, okay? You may wonder, how do the customers get their, I don't wanna pick that one up. How do your customers get the cupcakes out? The tissue paper I'm placing in there has 2 purposes. One is to look cute, green flowers, green leaves and all that. The other one, they actually use that to pull out their cupcake. So if you pull the papers, it's gonna pull out the cupcake. And you'll see what I mean here in just a second. So let's get started. So right now I'm grabbing some tissue paper, like so. If y'all saw me make these, or lay these out, cupcake's gonna be placed right here. So the first one is gonna be the hydrangea. Try to do this so y'all can see it. There, boom, right, like that. And you're just kind of flipping that paper up, just like that. And then you just place it in the holder. Sorry, I'm kind of picky with my paper. I want it all to be lifted up. Anyway, you just place it in there, just like that. It's pretty simple, right? Now you're like, oh my gosh, the cup is showing. Well, when I get my next one in there, it's several, you won't see those cups as much. And then I have another thing to show you guys how you get rid of that. So, next one up is yellow. And I'll start speeding up here in just a second because I'm pulling out more tissue paper so I can bring out several cupcakes at once. So it's going to be yellow, white, orange. Yellow, white, orange. Yellow, white, orange. Yellow, white, orange. Okay. So now I have this one. So if you do feel like when you put it in there it's sticking up too high, push your tissue paper down a little bit more. It needs to sit in there at least a little bit. You'll know, you'll feel it when you start to put it in there that your tissue is not down far enough. This one. All right, and then this one. So I pulled several out just now at a time. And just drop it, just like that. You can kind of start to see how they get placed in there. Yeah, tap, tap, tap. Thank y'all. Yes, can we please get 100,000 on here? I would appreciate it. Y'all can tap the screen, tap, 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 and hit the repost button for me if y'all don't mind. It's a huge favor. I appreciate it. Next up will be white, yellow, hydrangea. White, yellow, hydrangea. Let's see. White, yellow, hydrangea. Where am I at? Orange. White, yellow, hydrangea, yellow. White, yellow, hydrangea. White, yellow, hydrangea. White, yellow, hydrangea, yellow. Y'all see how strange the pattern is? Like it's not like an easy sequence that repeats. So you really have to pay attention. Yellow. But yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying the video. I hope y'all are hitting the repost button for me or the share button. I appreciate it. And I hope that you guys kind of learned something. If not, I just hope you enjoyed the live. And thank you guys for joining me. I've been so busy the last 2 months with planning for the TV thing that I haven't been able to go live. I was live for a little bit, then I stopped. It's just a lot. I can't even tell you how much planning goes into that kind of stuff. Way more than I bargained for, but so much. I don't know, it's really just worth it, so. Okay. Thank you all so much. This is my Easter basket. Yellow, so hydrangea, orange, white. I already forgot what I said. What did I say? Yellow, no. Hydrangea, orange, white. And the cupcakes being in the freezer for even 30 minutes will not dry them out. It's not long enough. Plus they have icing on them. Are the cakes? These are cupcakes. A sunflower basket. I think I have. I used to make these back in the day all the time. Excuse me, and I believe I have. I've done thunder themed ones, Valentine's Day. Oh, sorry. I was trying to figure out why the hydrangea. Why is it next to another one? Because I'm not putting it where it goes. That's why. have one more. So it's best to pull out like 2 or 3 at a time when you do these, because it doesn't take long for that icing to start to heat up. You want it to be really firm whenever you go to place these. Anyways, guys, there is the basket, right? So now, if you see the little holes, the little gaps, no big deal. Remember the extra pieces? We're gonna pull those back out. And this is what we'll do. Get like a stick. A toothpick works too. You're gonna take it just like this. Put your finger here. Go like that and just start pulling up on it. Okay. Put your stick in the center. And you can place that like in the back. And just spread it out like that. It's just gonna fill in this basket around the edges. Again, this is edible tissue paper. Not edible, y'all. I did not just say that. Food safe. Sorry. I'm so used to saying something's edible. I hope I didn't say that earlier. Yeah, it's food safe tissue paper. And if you weren't watching, these are just some of the squares that I used before. So there's no specific way to fold these or whatever. They're just filling in space back there. I think it makes it look more full. The size of the squares are about 6 by 6. You can do 5 by 5. It's no specific size. It just depends on how far you want your papers to come up. Like you can make them shorter. If you do 4 by 4, you're barely gonna see the paper sticking up. You can make them taller if you want more green. Totally up to you. But if you're ever unsure, after you bake your cupcake, cut a square, lay your cupcake on that paper, and then just see how high it comes up. Because it depends too, like what kind of flowers you're making. Like if you have flowers that are taller, like roses, then you can have taller papers. And you can also do the same thing and fill in the centers if you want to. I just wouldn't use such a big piece of paper. I would cut it down a little bit. So I'll just continue to do this, and I think this is almost the last piece I will use right here around the edges. You guys can't see, but I just got a little bit of icing on my tissue paper. It's not a huge deal, but clean it up. If you're wondering how to store these, I place mine in the fridge. They're normally not in there very long. You can place a plastic bag, like those clear, cheap bags. Place those around your bouquet. Just poof them up a little bit, and then that blocks some of the refrigerator air from hitting the bouquet. It does not dry out in the fridge as quick as you think it would. So this icing serves as a barrier, right? So it would take a lot for cold air to actually touch that cupcake. It's covered. Same thing with cakes. Why you can place cakes in the fridge after they're iced. The cake is going to stay moist because it's covered. with icing. It's a barrier, kind of like lotion. Sorry, weird reference, but I couldn't think of anything else in the moment, y'all. In my mind, it's like, it's like lotion. So I've cut some smaller pieces like this. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of bend them up. Place the stick in the center. And then just kind of go right between there. You don't have to do this part. You really don't. This just helps little gaps. If you feel like, oh no, I can see my cup. My cup showing. Well, just stick a little bit in there. Again, this is Easter, an Easter theme basket. And I thought green, you know, like the grass stuff. So it just looks kind of cool. As you turn your bouquet, you'll notice more gaps. Just add more paper. That's what it looks like when I tip it up so you guys can see it. Okay. So what I thought when I went to the store is to get some small Easter stuff. So I grabbed some Easter stuff to go in the basket. Just get creative, you know. As you see stuff, just kind of get creative. Like, yeah, that'd be cute in my basket. So this is a little egg. You know, we could sit back there. But let's get some more ready so we can kind of see what they would look like. And I already knew actually what colors I'd be using, so I just kind of stuck with the color scheme. This way everything will kind of tie in together. We have yellow, blue. Right, so. And if you don't want eggs, no big deal. Don't put eggs. If you want them, just add some. Oops, I'm getting carried away. Hold up, y'all. Where's my stick? I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah, I think I want to do, no, this. But you can just have fun with them. There's no specific way to do it or anything like that. Thank you guys. Did we hit over 1,000? I think we did. Thank y'all. Thank you guys for hitting the repost button. I appreciate it so much. Alright, so what else? We have some little bunnies. Let me get this glue off here. I don't want that stuff in my cupcake bouquet. Okay. So then I have these little bunnies. And I thought these would be cute. So let me cut a couple of these. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get some of the glue stuff off here. Because you don't want any of that stuff in your food. And y'all, I'm getting over a sinus infection, so my energy is probably not as high as it normally is. I didn't sleep last night because of the medicine, so. Anyways, yeah, there's the two little bunnies. I thought these would be cute. These can be stuck like in the center. They can be stuck in the back. I think let's do that. Normally I stick stuff kind of up here, but I think it's cuter just putting it in the back. leaving the bouquet open. And then I'm gonna get some edible glitter. Give me 1 second. Hopefully I have some edible glitter I'm looking for. Y'all hear me going through these. I have a whole bunch of supplies that I use. So, alright, I don't know where I put it. Right here. I may have used it, I don't know. Alright, so we'll let that be. I was gonna put some edible glitter on here, but I can't find the one I'm looking for, so I'll probably just leave it like this. And then I have these eggs too, but I think I'm gonna leave these off. I might use those next year. But yeah, guys, that is how you make a bouquet. You can use whipped icing if you want to. You can use buttercream. You can use chocolate icing if you wanted to. If you just want brown roses, you can do that. If you aren't good at making like roses like this, you can use that 2D tip, and you can also do like a cupcake swirl, and it actually makes a rose using that tip. If you've ever seen that, it's called a 2D rose tip. And it's really, really easy to do. Just start at the center and then work your way out. Start at the center and then work your way out. If you look at my bio, I have something there that can help you. So be sure to check out my bio. And please make sure you're following my page. And if you don't mind hitting the repost button, I would appreciate it so much. Thank you to everybody who joined me on making the bouquet. I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it so much. I did. I enjoyed making it with you guys and chatting with you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, check out more of my videos. I have so many on there. Again, I'm a hyper realistic cake decorator. I have cakes that look like, well, like I said, just crazy stuff. You have to just see it with your own eyes. But I love trying to trick people, pulling pranks on people with the cakes. But I also work in buttercream icing, and I make things like this. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for tapping the screen too. Everybody that's sending the hearts and hitting the reshare, I appreciate it. If you do see my work, please hit the repost button. Any of my videos after you watch it, that helps me a bunch. I'm trying to grow my page and get more people to discover my business. So it all helps so much. Thank you guys. Y'all can feel free to stay here if you want to. I'll just be picking up a little bit, but I can still chat with you guys. Let's see. I am located in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Oklahoma City. But again, if a client were to pick it up, you just pick it up from the bottom just like this, and you can handle it. I mean, you can put it in your car or whatever you need to do. But you see the cupcakes are all stuck. They don't move around. The egg is moving, but that's about it. And then there's the front, the little bunny. But yeah. So I can show you guys up close. And once I find my edible glitter, I'll be adding some of that on there as well. But these are cupcakes. Anybody that's just joining, those are cupcakes underneath there. And I just went through the whole process of showing you how I make them, showing you the flowers and all that. I do plan on going live more. So be sure to follow my page and hit the repost button on any videos that you watch of mine. It does make a difference, I promise. You guys are helping me grow so much. Thank you. More people discover my business when you guys hit the repost button. on any of my videos and even my live. So thank you. But y'all, I think I'm gonna hop off here. I am self-taught. I am self-taught. Thank you. Thank you for following me anywhere. I appreciate it so much. You can find me anywhere. I can't say too much or else they'll, but yeah, you can find me anywhere. Same name, OKC Cake Lady. So if there's somewhere that you are more, just make sure you look me up, OKC Cake Lady. Same name on all of them. Thank you guys. I love y'all so much. Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma City. I'm scrolling back up because I know I missed a lot of questions because my camera was faced towards the cupcakes and I'm on the other side. Yeah, they are cupcakes. I can't say where I found the bunnies because they'll cut me off, but how do I say? It's green. The store is green. And yeah, I don't know. I can't figure out how to say stuff on here without them turning my stuff off, so. But it's been around for a while. You can find stuff there. Yeah. When will the AGT actually broadcast? There you go. You got it, Sandra. There, Sandra said it right there. It wasn't that's yep, there you go. The tree. I like it. That's a perfect way to say it. June 2nd, that is when their season premieres. My specific episode, not really sure just yet. They'll let me know 10 days out, and then I will put reminders out. I promise I will post like crazy so that way everybody can see it and all the things. Yep, the tree. I like that. That was perfect. I was trying to think, what can I say? What can I say to not actually say it? The tree. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, I'm located here in Oklahoma City. This is what I do. My name is Nicole. You can definitely just call me OKC Cake Lady or Cake Lady. Please follow me. I would appreciate it. Check out my work. Like I always say, just hit the repost button after y'all watch the videos if you enjoyed it. It makes a difference. It shows on the For You page. That way more people will see my work and they can follow me too. And hopefully they'll share with their friends. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for following me. I see a few people following now. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Footloose. I like your name. That's cool. I appreciate it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the live. And like I said, I want to go live more as I'm working on my stuff. How long did it take you to perfect your craft? Cake baking and decorating. Did you watch anyone? It took me a while. I'm still perfecting it every day. Like I'm not where I want to be just yet. But I started in a grocery store whenever I was 17. I was about to turn 18. So I started back there and just went in. I'm self-taught because the ladies that were back there, they were older ladies. They were quitting and they were back there I think a few days before they quit. I think they were just done with cake decorating. I don't know. And so I did that for 10 years, I believe, 10, 12 years until I broke off on my own. And here I am with my business, OKC Cake Lady. And from there, I just, started practicing and tried to get better with every single cake because there's so many errors and mess ups that you have, but just trying not to let those drag you down and just learning from each mess up and just trying to improve with every single cake. The flowers were done with tips number 80. Number 80 is a mum tip. Tip number 127 is a large rose tip. I believe the number could be 127. They also have 125, 126. Those are all going to be large rose tips. Different ones have different numbers. The mum tip was going to be the mum 2D rose tip, a 2D cupcake tip. Thank you so much. Those are the only 3 tips that I use. Have you made a video that looked like a medical thing? Yes, I have. I made a cake that looked like a nurse's jacket. several nurse cakes, actually, nurse theme cakes and doctor. I'll probably have to make another one though. The raw chicken cake was fantastic. How did you do that? I can't really explain how I did it. I do have a video showing uh, a lot of the process of how I made it though. But that was, I don't know, it's probably one of my favorite cakes that I've made. I say that about so many cakes, but it was a fun one for sure. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys over here on this one. Thank you guys on this one. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry for the delays on my video, trying to get things together. Any templates used? No. I carve these cakes by hand, make the little things by hand. Okay. Are you talking about the cupcake bouquet? I'm sorry, on the bouquet, these are just little things that I got. These are not edible. This is not edible. This is not edible. That. But as far as the actual cakes, I make all that stuff by hand. I do my best to have everything edible, except stuff like this. This is not because it's a bouquet. It's just a quick little. Well, you can pick these up and transport them. I'll put it in the fridge, and somebody will probably get this here soon. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll be hopping off here in just a little bit. I will talk to you guys as I clean up. But thank you for tapping the screen with the hearts. I appreciate it. I believe we hit over our goal of 100,000. So that's really awesome. Yeah, for the food, I am making all of that by hand. It does take a while to do, but it's really, really fun. It's really rewarding whenever I get to post it and see you all's reactions, especially some of the stuff that, you really don't know is cake. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, so some of my favorite cakes to make are my hyper realistic cakes. I enjoy them all, but the hyper realistic are definitely some of my favorites. Oh, let's see. Sahasna, if I'm saying it correctly, I can't say that on here though. Yeah. But I actually don't offer these anymore, just because I just stopped making them for clients and stuff. I make larger things like the larger cakes and things like that. Excuse me, I really don't make these. To me, this is a smaller item. I just don't offer things like this anymore. But to anybody who wants to, it's a great item to offer, that's for sure. They're really fun to make. You can make several of them at a time. That's what's really cool. You can have it set up to do, 20 of these if you wanted to at a time. That's what I used to do back in the day. But some things you get kind of burn out on. It just doesn't bring me as much joy as, like I said, my hyper realistic stuff. Excuse me. The shark cake, you like that? You said this is not cake? This isn't cake? Yeah, the shark cake was one of my favorite ones recently. For example, the shark cake, how did I do it? I can't really just tell you how I did it. It would have to be shown, but the video, I have a whole video showing how I did that one, actually. The tips, the mum one, this is a number 80. The hydrangea is a 2D cupcake tip. The rose is a large rose tip. Number 180, I forgot, sorry, hang on. I was doing pretty good. I think 180, 127. Number 127, 126, but they're interchangeable. It's just different brands pretty much. Thank you. And again, these are cupcakes. Everyone that's a flower is just a cupcake. The little bunnies, the eggs right here are not edible. Give me one moment. I have to go ask my husband, what does he want to eat? I'm so hungry. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. But I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for all the gifts and everything else. I hope that more people discovered my business today and seeing what I do. Joy Vibes, they will allow me to tell it, but I just prefer everybody just tune in. Season premieres June 2nd. Not sure what my episode will be, but I will let everybody know that 10 days out. So 10 days before my episode airs, or what the episode is so far, I will be announcing that as soon as I know, but it'll be 10 days out. But it will be really, really neat. I think you guys will love it. Because I sure did. I enjoyed being there, being a part of it all. So, yeah. Well, I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.